Hey guys, I just want to talk about a few different emergency communication devices that we're using out on the water, and actually we use them on the land as well, but primarily some of the stuff that we're using on the water. Number one here would be our ARC EPIRB that we have mounted on the bulkhead of our vessel. It's also got the global fix, so in an emergency, you know, they're going to have the coordinates of where this was set off or where you are, so it certainly speeds up the search. I also have a PLB that we use on our small dinghy or small boat. It's actually on the life jacket, so it's on me at all times. Probably more risk of coming or falling off a small dinghy than a larger boat, so that's a really great safety feature. B, she takes us away when she goes mountain biking. If we're going tramping or walking, basically anywhere we can take that with us. So that's a good little EPIRB there, nice and compact, and you can carry it on yourself. So there's the two different forms of EPIRBs that we're using. Obviously VHF, which is great, especially in New Zealand. We've got a good Coast Guard facility that's monitoring it all the time. And then cell phone as well, which is handy in some locations. But more recently, what I've been using with all of these other items is the Garmin GPS Map 86i. This has the InReach function built into it. So not only is it a chart plotter, it's also a communication device as well. So with the InReach, what that enables you to do is get weather reports, and it also enables you to text via satellite. So anywhere in the world you can be sending text messages with this, which is a fantastic idea. But also has on the side of there, you can, there's a little button there which is a SOS function. So once you activate that, that will then send a text message or a message to the emergency centre, giving them your coordinates. And then within a few seconds or minutes, you're going to get a text message back asking if you're all right, and you can start communicating in real time via text messaging, through the satellite. So it's a really cool unit. To be fair, right now I don't know how I did without it. It gives me so much peace of mind. A lot of our fishing is out at the Mokuhina Islands, and we're actually out of cell phone coverage out there. So we're relying basically on VHF, which is great. Obviously EPIRBs is another form of communicating if we've got it in a distress situation. But the great thing about this is it is another form of a distress signal with the SOS function, but I can be just texting in real time via my phone. There's an app that you get, put it on your phone, the Garmin app, and you can be text messaging via this. You can actually hook this up to your chart plotter, your Garmin chart plotter, and actually do texting on your touch screen on your chart plotter as well. But what this enables me to do is, if we're running late, I can send a text message back to the base saying, hey, we're going to be late. No one has to worry. In just general communication during the day, which is nice. If we have one of our charter guests that might have a family emergency, there is a number how they can get in touch with us out on the water as well. So it's a super cool thing. I've just come back from French Polynesia. We're up there on a sailing yacht. It was quite an old sailing cat, and to be fair, the navigation side of things was pretty outdated. Didn't even have a chart plotter on the helm area, so I had this the whole time. I put the Pacific charts in it, could navigate through the passes really easy, and then if we wanted to keep in touch with family, we could text message via this. So yeah, heaps and heaps of options. Also got back from a offshore trip to Costa Rica. We're over 100 miles offshore, and with this, we can communicate back home. We've got that added sort of security safety function just in case something happens. So another option, and certainly worthwhile looking at this. It's there's a lot of different forms of emergency units, I guess, like your EPIRBs, VHFs that you want to have on your boat. The more you got, the more options you got. So and the great thing about this, you can take it hunting, tramping, even on your overseas travels, to text message back home. So yeah, if you're on the lookout for EPIRBs and safety devices or communication devices, check it out. That's the Garmin 86i, the GPS map 86i with the InReach built into it. They do actually have smaller InReach units as well, but really enjoying this with the charts on there. So yeah, check it out, guys. Adios.